10 evident signs you're dealing with an evil person, recognizing hidden malice. Have you ever felt drained, manipulated, or uneasy after interacting with someone? Maybe it wasn't something they said outright, but the way they made you feel, like you were second-guessing yourself, doubting your worth, or carrying an invisible weight after spending time with them. Evil doesn't always come with a warning sign. It doesn't wear a mask of anger or openly declare its intent. Instead, it hides in the subtle, calculated actions of those who seek to manipulate, control, and exploit others. These individuals don't just make mistakes or have bad days, they operate with a pattern of deception, feeding off the suffering of those around them. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." But what happens when someone around you distorts those thoughts, twisting your reality, eroding your confidence, and pulling you into their cycle of chaos? The truth is, evil people are not always obvious, but their behaviors leave clues. If you don't recognize them early, they can drain your energy, disrupt your peace, and manipulate your emotions before you even realize what's happening. In this video, we'll uncover 10 undeniable signs that someone in your life might be more than just toxic. They might be truly malicious. These aren't just red flags. They are warning signals that you must protect yourself, set firm boundaries, and in many cases, walk away entirely. If you've ever had a gut feeling that someone's presence in your life was harmful but couldn't quite put your finger on why, this is for you. Stay until the end, because the last sign might just change the way you see certain people forever. Let's get started. 1. Constant manipulation, the silent attack on your mind. Seneca once said, "He who has many fears also has many things to manipulate." Evil people don't operate with integrity. Instead, they master the art of deception, twisting reality to suit their own agenda. Their greatest weapon isn't brute force, it's psychological control. Manipulation isn't always obvious. It often starts small. A subtle comment that makes you question yourself, a carefully placed lie that distorts the truth, or a guilt trip designed to make you feel like the problem. Over time, these minor manipulations build up, making you feel uncertain, dependent, and mentally exhausted. How to recognize manipulation? They twist the truth to serve their agenda. Conversations with them feel like a mental maze. You leave feeling confused, doubting your own memory, while they walk away unbothered. They gaslight you. They deny things they've said or done, making you question your reality. If you confront them, they'll say you're overreacting or that never happened. They subtly undermine your confidence. They don't insult you outright. Instead, they plant seeds of doubt, making you rely on their validation. You start believing you need their guidance to make decisions. How to respond to manipulation? Trust your intuition. If you constantly feel drained or second-guess yourself around someone, that's a red flag. Manipulation is designed to create confusion. Pay attention to that feeling. Maintain emotional detachment. Epictetus wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." The moment you detach from their emotional games, their power over you weakens. Set firm boundaries and refuse to be controlled. Manipulators hate losing control, but once you enforce limits and refuse to engage in their tactics, they lose their grip on you. The greatest defense against manipulation is clarity and self-awareness. When you see the game for what it is, you step out of it and reclaim your power. 2. A mask of charm. When kindness is a weapon, evil doesn't always look dangerous, it often looks inviting. We expect bad people to appear obviously cruel or malicious, but the most dangerous ones know better. Instead of showing their true colors, they mask their intentions with charm, charisma, and flattery. Charm, when genuine, is a wonderful trait. It helps build trust, connection, and warmth. But when charm is used as a tool for deception, it becomes a trap. These individuals don't want a relationship built on mutual respect. They want control, and they use manipulative kindness to get it. How to recognize deceptive charm? They shower you with compliments, but only when they need something. At first, they make you feel special, as if you are the most important person in the world. They praise your intelligence, your looks, your talents. But notice when and why they do it. Does their kindness come before a request? Do they suddenly turn cold when they no longer need you? They act differently when no one is watching. True character is revealed when there is nothing to gain. A manipulative person might be warm and generous in public, but cold, dismissive, or cruel in private. Watch how they treat those who can't offer them anything. Waitstaff, employees, strangers. They drop the act once you stop serving their purpose. At some point, you may outlive your usefulness to them. Maybe you no longer give them the validation they crave, or you start setting boundaries. That's when the mask slips. The same person who once showered you with affection may now ignore, belittle, or even attack you. How to protect yourself from superficial charm? Watch for inconsistencies. Genuine kindness doesn't have an agenda. Real kindness is steady and doesn't shift based on personal gain. Pay attention to patterns and how they treat you and others over time. Don't let superficial charm blind you to deeper motives. Marcus Aurelius warned, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." People reveal who they truly are through repeated actions, not one-time words. Don't be fooled by what someone says. Watch what they do. Judge people by their actions, not just their words. Empty promises, excessive flattery, and smooth words mean nothing if their behavior doesn't match. A truly good person doesn't need to convince you of their goodness. They simply live it. Charm without sincerity is a weapon. It disarms you, lowers your guard, and makes you overlook red flags. The sooner you recognize when someone is using charm as manipulation, the sooner you can protect yourself and walk away. 3. Lies without conscience. When deception becomes a way of life, Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Nothing should be done if it isn't right, and nothing should be said if it isn't true." Yet for truly malicious people, lying is not an occasional mistake, it is their default mode of operation. These individuals do not simply tell small lies to protect themselves. They weave deception into every aspect of their lives, using it as a tool to manipulate, control, and evade responsibility. They lie effortlessly, without guilt or hesitation, because to them, truth is just an obstacle in the way of their goals. Lying is not just about words, it's about control. When someone lies repeatedly, they are attempting to rewrite reality, to distort your perception so they can remain in power. And the most dangerous part? They do it so convincingly that you may begin to doubt yourself. How to recognize a pathological liar? Their stories often change when questioned. A liar does not tell the same story twice. They modify details, shift timelines, or even completely rewrite past conversations. When you bring up an inconsistency, they react with defensiveness, confusion, or even aggression, making it seem like you're the one who misunderstood. They blame others when caught in a lie. A person with a conscience, when caught in a lie, will feel shame. A truly malicious person, however, will do anything to avoid accountability. Instead of admitting fault, they will turn the situation around, making excuses or accusing someone else. They might even suggest that you're being paranoid, overly sensitive, or misremembering events. They create elaborate excuses instead of taking responsibility. Honest people admit when they make mistakes. Chronic liars, however, will build layer upon layer of deception to avoid the consequences of their actions. They fabricate elaborate justifications for their lies, trying to make them seem logical or necessary. But the more they talk, the more obvious it becomes. They are constructing a false reality rather than owning the truth. How to respond to a habitual liar? Look for inconsistencies. Truth doesn't require constant adjustments. Unlike lies, the truth is stable. If someone's version of events keeps shifting, trust your instincts. They may try to convince you that you're overthinking, but patterns of deception don't lie. Confront dishonesty with facts, not emotion. Liars thrive on confusion. When you confront them, stick to clear, undeniable facts. Don't let them manipulate you into emotional arguments where they can twist your words. Simply state the truth and let their own contradictions expose them. Distance yourself. People who lie without remorse are dangerous. A person who lies without conscience is capable of much worse. If someone consistently deceives you, protect yourself. Lies are not just about words, they are about character. If someone can lie without hesitation, what else are they capable of? A person who has no problem rewriting reality cannot be trusted. If someone in your life constantly twists the truth, minimizes their deception, and refuses to take responsibility, the best response is not to fix them, it's to walk away. 4. Lack of empathy. A window into a hollow soul. Empathy is the foundation of real human connection, the ability to understand, share, and care about another person's emotions. It is what allows relationships to thrive, heal, and grow. However, truly malicious individuals lack this fundamental trait. They do not just struggle to connect emotionally. They actively dismiss, mock, or ignore the emotions of others. Whether it's joy, pain, or sorrow, they show no genuine concern unless it benefits them in some way. A person without empathy is dangerous because they are capable of hurting others without remorse. They view people as tools, means to an end, rather than human beings with feelings and dignity. How to recognize someone who lacks empathy? They dismiss your feelings or struggles as insignificant. When you express pain, sadness, or even happiness, they respond with indifference, sarcasm, or cruelty. Instead of offering comfort, they may belittle your emotions or change the subject to themselves. For example, you open up about a personal hardship, and instead of listening, they say, "Everyone has problems. You're being dramatic." They never seem genuinely happy for others' success. A person without empathy finds it impossible to celebrate others. When someone achieves something meaningful, they might give a forced smile or a backhanded compliment, but deep down, they feel irritated or resentful. They cannot be happy for others because they are too consumed by their own self-interest. They show no remorse for their harmful actions. If they hurt someone, physically, emotionally, or mentally, they feel no guilt. Instead of apologizing, they shift blame, justify their actions, or even act as if nothing happened. They may say things like, "I didn't mean it like that," or "You're just too sensitive." True remorse requires self-awareness, and they have none. How to protect yourself from the emotionally hollow? Recognize that you cannot teach empathy. It must come from within. Empathy is not something you can force upon someone. If they do not have it, you will never make them see the world differently, no matter how much you explain or try to appeal to their emotions. Save your energy. Don't waste energy trying to gain their understanding. Malicious people lack empathy because they choose to. If you keep hoping they will care, you will only drain yourself emotionally. Stop looking for validation from someone who is incapable of giving it. Set firm emotional boundaries and protect your peace. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. You cannot control how others feel, but you can control your response. Set clear boundaries, distance yourself, and refuse to let their lack of empathy poison your emotional well-being. Final thought, empathy is a basic human trait, but not everyone possesses it. If someone constantly disregards your feelings, downplays your struggles, or refuses to acknowledge the harm they cause, they are not just toxic, they are dangerous. Protect yourself. You deserve relationships where you are seen, heard, and valued. 5. The hunger for control. When power becomes their obsession for a truly evil person, control isn't just a habit, it's a necessity. Their goal is not just influence, it's total domination over your thoughts, emotions, and decisions. This need for control is not about love or concern, it's about power and possession. They see people not as individuals, but as objects to be manipulated. Their ultimate fear is losing control, which is why they will go to extreme lengths to keep you under their influence. How to recognize someone who craves control? They make you doubt your own judgment. One of the most insidious tactics of a controlling person is making you question yourself. Through gaslighting, guilt-tripping, or subtle criticism, they slowly erode your confidence. You may start second-guessing even the simplest decisions, wondering if you're wrong, irrational, or incapable. They isolate you from supportive relationships. A controlling person hates competition, especially when it comes to the people in your life who love and support you. They will sow doubt about your closest friends and family, saying things like, "I don't think they really care about you. They're jealous of you. I'm the only one who truly understands you." By cutting you off from support, they make you more dependent on them, ensuring that they become your sole source of validation and decision-making. They react negatively when you assert independence. The moment you start thinking for yourself, setting boundaries, making decisions without them, or expressing a different opinion, they react with anger, passive aggression, or emotional withdrawal. They might guilt-trip you. "After all I've done for you, this is how you treat me?" Try to make you feel selfish, or even punish you emotionally by withdrawing affection and attention. How to take back your power, take back your autonomy, trust your instincts. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Evil people manipulate by making you question yourself. The first step in breaking free is trusting your own intuition and decision-making again. Set non-negotiable boundaries. Boundaries are not suggestions, they are firm lines that protect your autonomy. Define what you will and will not tolerate. And when they try to push past your limits, stand your ground. Epictetus reminds us, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. That freedom begins with saying no to those who wish to control you. Surround yourself with people who empower, not control, you. The best way to break free from a controlling person is to reconnect with those who uplift you. Find people who celebrate your independence, encourage your growth, and respect your choices without trying to control them. A person obsessed with controlling you does not love you, they love power over you. You are not their possession. You do not have to justify your autonomy. You are free to make your own choices, think your own thoughts, and live your own life. 6. Blame shifting and deflection. When they never own their mistakes, one of the clearest signs of a truly malicious person is their absolute refusal to take responsibility. Instead of admitting fault, they twist reality, distort facts, and paint themselves as the victim, no matter how obvious their wrongdoing. For them, accountability is a threat. It means facing their own flaws, something their fragile ego cannot handle. So instead, they craft an elaborate defense mechanism, one that shifts blame onto you and anyone else who dares to hold them accountable. How to recognize blame shifting and deflection. They never admit when they're wrong. No matter what happens, they will always find a way to justify their actions, even if it means outright lying. They may twist facts, deny things they previously said, or even make excuses that don't make sense just to avoid taking responsibility. They turn the blame on you, even when they're at fault. If you call them out for lying, manipulation, or mistreatment, instead of apologizing, they'll flip the script and make you feel like you're the problem. You're too sensitive. You always misunderstand me. If you hadn't done insert excuse, I wouldn't have reacted that way. By doing this, they redirect the focus away from their actions and onto your reaction, making you question yourself instead of holding them accountable. They rewrite history to make themselves look innocent. Blame shifting isn't just about dodging responsibility in the present, it's about rewriting the past. If they get caught in a lie or bad behavior, they will completely alter the narrative, insisting that things happened differently than they actually did. This is classic gaslighting, designed to make you doubt your own memory and perception. How to respond to blame shifting and deflection. Stay grounded in reality. Don't let them distort the truth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know the truth." No matter how many excuses they throw at you, hold firm to what you know to be real. Trust your memory. Trust the facts. Trust yourself. Keep records of conversations if needed. If you're dealing with someone who constantly distorts facts, keep records. Save messages, emails, or notes from conversations to protect yourself from their manipulation. When they try to rewrite history, you'll have proof of the truth. Refuse to engage in endless arguments that go nowhere. Blame shifters are experts at dragging you into circular arguments. They don't argue to resolve problems, they argue to exhaust and confuse you. The best response? Don't play their game. If a conversation is going in circles, step away. Protect your energy and refuse to be pulled into their manipulative cycle. A person who never takes responsibility will never change. Their pattern of blame shifting, deflection, and gaslighting is not an accident, it is a strategy to avoid accountability. The best way to deal with them? Recognize the pattern, refuse to engage, and stand firm in your truth. 7. Taking pleasure in others' pain, a chilling sign of true malice. One of the darkest traits of a truly evil person is their enjoyment of others' suffering. This isn't just a lack of empathy, it's a deliberate, twisted satisfaction in seeing others struggle. For them, pain is not something to sympathize with, it's a source of entertainment. They feed off negativity, chaos, and destruction, using it as a tool to feel superior or maintain control. How to recognize this disturbing trait? They laugh at others' misfortunes. When someone stumbles, whether physically, emotionally, or professionally, most people react with concern or indifference. But an evil person smirks, chuckles, or mocks. They might even pretend it's just a joke when called out, but deep down their amusement is real. They gossip and spread negativity. They thrive on tearing others down. Whether through rumors, passive-aggressive remarks, or outright lies, they spread negativity like wildfire. They relish in others' failures, subtly planting seeds of doubt or criticism to weaken and isolate their targets. They seem energized by chaos and drama. These individuals aren't just drawn to conflict, they create it. They instigate arguments, fuel misunderstandings, and manipulate situations to escalate tension. The sight of people fighting, suffering, or breaking down excites them because it gives them a sense of power. How to respond to this toxic behavior? Never entertain their toxic games. Do not engage in their gossip, spread their negativity, or be their audience. Evil people need attention and reaction to fuel their behavior. By refusing to participate, you starve them of their power. Remove yourself from their influence. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." If someone constantly brings darkness and cruelty into your life, step away. Protect your peace. Your well-being is worth more than maintaining a relationship with someone who delights in harm. Choose relationships that uplift rather than tear down. Surround yourself with people who celebrate growth, kindness, and integrity. Those who genuinely care for others do not enjoy watching them suffer. Seek out connections that bring wisdom, warmth, and strength, because in the end, true power comes from compassion, not cruelty. A person who takes pleasure in pain is not just unpleasant, they are dangerous. Their lack of empathy, love for destruction, and addiction to chaos are clear warnings to distance yourself immediately. Choose peace over toxicity, because true strength lies in protecting your soul from those who seek to corrupt it. 8. Isolation as a weapon, cutting you off to control you. One of the most dangerous and effective tactics of manipulation is isolation. By cutting you off from your support system, an evil person gains complete control over your emotions, thoughts, and decisions. This isn't accidental, it's a calculated move. They know that when you lack outside perspectives, you become more dependent on them. Over time, they reshape your reality, making you doubt yourself and others. How to recognize this manipulation? They discourage you from spending time with family or friends. At first, it might seem innocent. I just want to spend more time with you, or I don't think your friends really care about you. But over time, their influence becomes more obvious. They find reasons to criticize your loved ones, subtly persuading you to withdraw from them. They make you feel like they're the only one who truly understands you. They position themselves as your sole source of emotional support, convincing you that no one else sees the real you. They frame concern from others as interference, making it seem like your friends and family don't truly care, only they do. They subtly plant doubts about your loved one's intentions, rather than outright forbidding relationships. They plant seeds of doubt. Are you sure your best friend really wants what's best for you, or your family always judges you? Don't you think they're trying to hold you back? Over time, these comments erode trust and make you question the motives of those who actually care for you. How to protect yourself from isolation? Reconnect with your support system. Even if you've distanced yourself, it's never too late to rebuild relationships. Reach out, explain your situation, and let them know you need their support. True loved ones will understand and welcome you back without judgment. Trust your instincts. Genuine love doesn't require isolation. Anyone who tries to pull you away from people who truly care does not have your best interest at heart. Healthy relationships encourage connection, not control. If someone insists on being your only source of support, be cautious. That's a red flag. Build a strong, independent mindset that no one can manipulate. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." A manipulator thrives on shaping your perception. Don't give them that power. Develop your own inner strength. Seek multiple perspectives and never allow one person to define your reality. Isolation isn't about love, it's about power. Someone who truly cares will want you to thrive in all your relationships, not just the one with them. If you see the signs of isolation, take action now, because the longer you stay cut off, the harder it becomes to break free. 9. Jealousy disguised as concern. When support is just a mask, envy is a destructive emotion, but it becomes especially dangerous when it's disguised as support or concern. Instead of openly admitting their resentment, these individuals mask their jealousy behind subtle digs, criticism, or passive-aggressive behavior. Their words may sound harmless, even helpful, but over time, they chip away at your confidence and make you feel guilty for your own success. How to recognize hidden jealousy? They give backhanded compliments. Instead of genuinely celebrating your success, they add a subtle insult or doubt. "Wow, I'm surprised you actually pulled that off." That's great, but don't get too ahead of yourself. You got the promotion? Must be nice to have luck on your side. They subtly criticize your success. Rather than offering constructive advice, they downplay your accomplishments. Well, anyone could have done that if they had your connections. It's cool, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, if I had as much free time as you, I'd probably do the same. They make you feel guilty for achieving more than them. They frame your progress as a personal attack on them, making you feel as if your success hurts them. I guess some of us just don't have those opportunities. You're lucky. People like me don't get those chances. Wow, I wish I had time to chase dreams instead of working all the time. How to respond to jealousy disguised as concern? Trust your intuition. If their support feels off, it probably is. Energy doesn't lie. If someone's words sound supportive but feel insincere, trust that inner warning. Pay attention to patterns rather than isolated incidents. Surround yourself with people who genuinely celebrate your success. Real friends and family lift you up. They don't feel threatened by your growth. They encourage it. Choose to invest your energy in relationships that empower, not undermine. Never downplay your achievements to make others comfortable. You don't owe anyone an apology for growing, succeeding, or improving your life. Stoic wisdom teaches us that your progress is yours alone. Never dim your light to accommodate someone else's insecurity. Envy disguised as concern is one of the most insidious forms of negativity. The moment you start feeling guilty for your success, step back and ask yourself, is this my burden to carry? True support never makes you feel small. Keep moving forward and let the right people walk with you. The unrepentant heart, no growth, no change. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Waste no time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." But here's the harsh truth. Evil people never reflect, never change, and never take accountability. No matter how much pain they cause, they refuse to acknowledge their wrongs, leaving behind a trail of destruction. How to recognize an unrepentant person? They never apologize sincerely. Their apologies feel empty, forced, or manipulative, not because they feel regret, but because they want to silence you. They justify their harmful actions. Instead of taking responsibility, they make excuses, shift blame, or downplay the damage they've done. They repeat destructive behaviors without remorse. They don't learn from mistakes because they don't see a problem with their actions, they only regret being caught. How to respond to an unrepentant heart? Stop expecting them to change. You cannot force growth in someone who refuses to see their own flaws. Acceptance brings freedom. Focus on your own growth and healing. Instead of waiting for them to be different, channel your energy into your own peace, wisdom, and strength. Remove them from your life if necessary. Some relationships are beyond saving, and that's okay. You deserve peace, not constant emotional warfare. Final thoughts. Protect your peace. Evil people can only manipulate you when you don't see them clearly. But once you recognize their patterns, you take back your power. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that true strength lies in mastering our minds and reactions. Set boundaries, stand firm, and protect your energy, because your light is the very thing they fear most. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe Stoic Wisdom, and comment, "I see the signs" below. Let's spread awareness and protect our peace together. See you in the next video.